Good morning, Falcons. Today is Thursday, February 18th. I'm Joshua Logan.
And I'm Gabe Russell.
Today's weather. Today we'll have a high of 27 and a low of 12 with a chance for snow showers throughout the day.
February 18th is National Battery Day, observed each year on February 18th. The day serves to appreciate the convenience that batteries provide to our everyday lives. Go out and think of Battery Day today.
Now here are today's announcements. Did you know that our very own 8th grade guidance counselor, Mr. Collins, has teamed up with a couple of students to produce Fall Creek Junior High's first podcast?
Mr. Collins has joined Troy Williams and Jace Postel to discuss all the important sports news of the day.
Use the QR code on the screen to take a listen to the very first installment of this podcast.
This week's book of the week is Wings of Ebony by J.L. Wings of Ebony is the story of Rue. Rue's family is her whole life. Her life in her Houston neighborhood is upended when her mother is murdered and she is snatched away by her father, who abandoned her at birth. A father who insists she follow him to his home, Gazan, a secret land of gods who wield powerful magic. Rue must embrace her true identity and wield the full magnitude of her ancestors' power to save her remaining family and life as she knows it. J.L. is an author and advocate for marginalized voices in both publishing and her community. Born in Houston, Texas, Jess is a first-generation college student with a Bachelor of Journalism and Master of Arts in Education, Administration, and Human Development. Her passion for empowering youth dates back before writing to her first career in education.
We were also able to get a glimpse of Mr. Spidell's first period band class. Let's take a look at the Falcons performing.
Good morning, Falcons. It's Mr. Spidell coming to you from the band room. What we wanted to do today is maybe give you a little bit of an insight as to what band students have been experiencing here during our COVID year through our 50-50 learning, through our 100% virtual learning. Skills-based class such as band, choir, orchestra, other classes like tech ed, wherever you use your hands and to complete projects and skills-based class, art, has been an interesting year, I would say, for most of us. But speaking for band in itself, there's a lot of different things that we've had to take into consideration this year that we just wanted to share with everybody a little bit, just give you a little bit insight about maybe a subject that, is not on your schedule and you don't know much about. But we wanted to kind of do a little bit of a little field trip here into our world. One of the things that we've been concerned about back in March, or almost a year ago, believe it or not, is how we keep us and students safe while playing instruments in a confined space like a classroom. So back in March, when we were canceled, a lot of studies started to take place about aerosol studies, right? When we sing or we play an instrument in like band, we use wind to move air through the instruments. And so with the aerosols, that was a big concern at the onset of the pandemic. So some of the precautions that we've been doing since the pandemic has kicked in is one, this little thing here. This is a bell cover, and all of our instruments that have bells put this over their bell, like a trumpet bell or trombone bell, tuba bell, saxophone, anything like that. When you move air through an instrument, the aerosols transfer through the instrument. Now, not a lot of them escape, so just as an extra precaution, we use bell covers. The primary thing that we use is what we're all accustomed to, are masks. However, our students have special music masks that actually are open in the middle, which allows them to play their instrument while wearing a mask. So it's a little bit awkward. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, but the instrument can go through the mask opening, okay? And it allows a student to play while keeping their mouth and nose covered. So we have music masks for all, and this is kind of weird, right? Because a lot of kids just keep their instrument hanging out in their mask because it's a little bit inconvenient to move in and out. with that. So we have music masks that our performers wear while playing their instrument. Another safety precaution is the bandana. What? So what happens with our clarinet players and our oboe players, they actually attach this to their instrument, and this drapes over their keyholes because a lot of the air goes through. So now we're going to take you a little bit inside our rehearsal and just kind of show a little bit about what our ensemble setup looks like. And so you're going to see a lot of these different things in place.
Time in the classroom to making sure that I'm blending in with the rest of the group, and when I'm virtual, I've been making sure that I'm playing the right thing. My band experience has been really positive because I like that when we're virtual, sometimes we'll get pulled out into breakout rooms and we'll work just as if we were in the classroom. When we don't do that, then we'll just play along with the band, and it's just a really fun environment.
Being 100% virtual in band is not easy. It's a little bit hard because it's like you have to do everything on your own. The Zooms, like the audio is kind of muffled, but it's still really fun. I get to play my instrument, I get to record things, and I still feel I'm a part of band, even if I'm not there in person. So in all, it's been hard, but I still have fun, and that's really what matters for me.
Nice work, Falcons.
We were able to get a sneak peek at this year's musical.
Take a look behind the scenes at the FCJH Drama Department production of Schoolhouse Rock Live Jr. I said it right!
As your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn, 'cause knowledge is power. It's Schoolhouse Rockin', the chip off the block of your favorite schoolhouse, schoolhouse.
I got into it when I was like in elementary school, I think, because we did some shows like for classes and stuff, and then High School Musical last year came up, and that's how I got into acting. So, yeah. I've been dancing and singing since I was like 5. One of my first shows was last year's, but that's how I got into acting. My favorite part is probably like how many people you meet. Honestly, like you meet so many different people from so many different places, and it's just so much fun. So mine would be probably the same thing, just making more friendships and helping grow old ones.
Hi, I'm Madeline Fry. I'm in the 7th grade, and I'm being Janet in the Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior. Janet gets her own song called Interplanet Janet. She gets to moonwalk across the stage, do a twirl. She wears this cool jetpack and these sparkly shoes. So you should make sure to come buy your tickets for Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior at the bookstore in the mornings before school starts.
After that teaser, do you want to watch the FCJ's performance of Schoolhouse Rock Jr.?
We will be performing the show in person during SOAR on Tuesday, February 23rd for Red Group and Thursday, February 25th for Blue Group. Tickets are $4 and can be purchased before school next to the guidance office starting next week.
If you are virtual or would rather watch your Friday night live stream, let Mrs. Haymaker know and she will get you a coupon code for Friday, February 26th at 7 p.m. Hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in, Falcons. Have a great day. Remember to be safe, optimistic, accountable, and respectful.